So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to one of my most requested videos ever. It's my updated boot collection video for 2017. Now before this video starts, guys, if you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Let's try and smash 7,000 likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And also, I need to say a big thank you for putting me in this position where companies send me football boots. Now it's always been a dream of mine to own as many boots as I can possibly own. Like, I've always been obsessed with football boots. I'm sure many of you guys are also obsessed with football boots, so don't forget to enter my competition. The link to that is in the description down below, where you can win a number of great prizes, including football boots and a lot more. But if you do want to get your hands on some football boots or anything to do with football at all, use the code Theo10 at checkout when you're ordering off Lovell Soccer. I'll leave Lovell Soccer's link in the description as well. As I said, use the code Theo10 to get yourself 10% off your order. Now, if you haven't seen my last boot collection video, I'll leave a card up in one of these corners now. Go ahead and watch that if you haven't seen it already. And basically, I'm going to be starting off from where I left off. Now, how I'm going to do this video is go through each brand, starting off with Adidas. And the first pair of foot boots I'm going to show you are these. These are the red and black A17 Plus Pure Controls. Now this is actually the old edition of the Pure Controls. I do absolutely love the look of them, but unfortunately how they are designed, I can't wear these as much as I'd like to. That is because Adidas introduced the Ultra Boost into this pair of football boot, but didn't change the overall shape of the boot, so your foot is constantly slipping out the top of it. Maybe a size 10.5 would fit me, slightly smaller, but unfortunately these ones, as much as they look amazing, I cannot wear these as much as I'd like because they just slip out. And that brings me on to the second pair of football boots. Now this video may be in a weird order with boots popping up left, right and centre, but the second pair of boots is these blackout, shiny A17 Plus Pure Controls. Now as you can see, they're a slightly different design. It's more of a fitted design. I think Adidas changed the design on purpose, A, to progress their football boots, and B, because that red and black one kept slipping out, so they've made it more fitted to a football boot. They've also kept in the Ultra Boost, which comes with every Pure Control. I absolutely love these. However, I've only worn these once in a match for New Haven actually. But yeah, absolutely love these, guys. Also let me know in the comments throughout this video, what is your favourite pair of boots that I own, or even you own. Let me know in the comments right now, what is your favourite pair of boots. However, I do love these ones. Moving on to the next pair. Now the next pair of boots I'm going to show you are a bit of a game changer for me personally. These are my first ever pair of Pure Chaos. They're in the blue, white and pink shock edition. Very nice. These were my first pair of Pure Chaos boots I ever wore, and originally I was 100% Pure Control. Now I'm 100% Pure Chaos. These are the most comfortable boots I have ever worn, full stop. Pure Chaos honestly changed my whole perspective on football boots. Like, these boots, if you have never tried on Pure Chaos, highly recommend it. These are the most comfortable boots ever. Now speaking of Pure Chaos, the next pair of boots I'm going to show you is a limited edition exclusive to ProDirect Soccer. Also thank you to ProDirect Soccer for sorting me out with a number of boots, including these ones in this video. And that is these, the Pure Chaos Champagne Edition. Honestly, so nice. They're a little bit muddy because I wore them last night in a match. But guys, check these out. As I said, limited edition. Only a number of people in the world own these. I think they're still on sale, so if you want to grab some, go ahead and do that before they sell out. I do think these are definitely top 3 in my overall boot collection. I just love the colour and the design. Like, they are just so slick. I'm definitely going to be wearing these in the majority of my videos to come. Now moving on to the other pair of boots in the Champagne collection, which ProDirect Soccer gifted to me, are these. These are the Copper Gloros. I am in love. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on the Predator Manias, but these just second them. Like, look at these. I actually think they're very similar to the Predators, and I'm definitely going to be using these in a FA Cup recreation goal video I'm making, which is going to come out on the final, so stay tuned for that. Absolutely beautiful. It's a leather upper, and you know how I feel about leather boots. Absolutely love them. The feel of these, I hope, is as good as I think it's going to be. But yeah, absolutely in love with these. The Copper Gloros, exclusive to ProDirect Soccer and gifted by ProDirect Soccer. Oh, I just love holding these up. Now moving on, but staying with the limited edition theme, we have these. These are the Ace Pure Controls, exclusive to ProDirect Soccer once again, in collaboration with the UCL Champions League. Now the design on these and the detail on these is just incredible. Look at these bad boys. The Pure Chaos version of these as well are also delightful to look at. I haven't worn these yet, and that is because they are so nice. I feel like I cannot wear these. I do not want to get these muddy or dirty. These are smelling still fresh as a daisy, and guys, Look at these bad boys, absolutely amazing. Now finishing off this exclusive segment are these, the black and pink Pure Controls, once again exclusive to Pro Direct Soccer. Only 3,000 of these made in the entire world. As you can see, the other one is resting up there as part of my backdrop. This is what they look like together. Let me just get them for you. Here they are, very nice. Once again, never worn these before, and that is because they're so exclusive. I feel like I shouldn't wear these. I did wear a size 10.5 of these when I did an event with Pro Direct Soccer. These are in an 11. Just like, I think Adidas are killing the game right now, absolutely killing the game. The amount of like amazing foot boots and the designs that are coming out with right now, just absolutely incredible. Okay, next up in my collection are the X Pure Chaos White Camo Edition. These ones have been pretty worn. For some reason, I don't know why, but they're white, but I wear them on grass quite a bit. As you can see, look, they got a bit of mud on them. I tried to give them a little clean beforehand. But once again, Pure Chaos, the most comfortable boots I have ever worn in my entire life. I'm going to show you them quickly, both together. This is what they look like. Again, so nice, the white camo edition. And speaking of the white camo edition, we have the Pure Control version of the white camo football boot. I do prefer the look of the Pure Control, but I'm always going to wear the Pure Chaos purely for the comfort of them. Again, never been worn. They've still got the innie bit to keep the shape of these football boots. Charlie is a big advocate of these. He likes to wear these in videos, as you've seen in the past. But I do think the white camo Pure Control boot is one of the nicest boots Adidas have ever made. Lovell Soccer gifted me these along with the whole white camo pack. And other boots obviously in this video. As I said, use the code Theo10 if you want to get 10% off football boots. And absolutely amazing, aren't they? Next up in this boot collection video is one of the 3 turbocharged pack boots I own. First up is the Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility football boot. Again, well, I have worn these. I wore them in the giveaway video. If you haven't seen it, as I said, the link to that is in the description down below. I think these are almost as comfortable as the Pure Chaos. They're a slightly longer toe, so I've got a bit more room in these rather than the Pure Chaos. So that's holding me back a little bit to wear these. But look at them. Bronze pair of football boots. Rumour has it, if you put these on, you play like Lionel Messi. Now next up in the turbocharged pack, we move on from the Messi boots to the Pure Chaos football boots. Now I've been wearing these the most in videos recently. Once again, the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. A big fan of these because of how bold and bright they are. I may not wear these in matches because I may become a target for defenders, but as I said, I can't stress how comfortable these boots are. And moving on from the Pure Chaos into the Pure Control. I love these because like it sort of looks like a snake skin foot boot. It might just be me. It might just be me. I might be a bit of a weirdo, but again, absolutely love these. Never worn these, but once again, Charlie is a big advocate of the Aces. I feel like I'm sort of moving towards Pure Chaos. I'm fully Pure Chaos now, and he's moving a bit more towards the Pure Control side. I do love the look of these once again, and just outside of these like black stripes, you've got that bronze tint to it, which is part of the turbocharged pack. So that is the Adidas segment of this boot collection video, all done and dusted. I'm now going to move on to the New Balance section, starting off with these ones. Now in this box with a pair of New Balance boots are the Visaro 2.0 Force Edition. I do think this colourway is one of my favourites from New Balance, especially in the Visaro. I'm more of a Fearon fan, but the 2.0 Visaro is a lot comfier than the first version of the Visaro. So I may give these a go in the future, but personally, bit more of a Fearon fan. Now speaking of the Fearon boot by New Balance, we are moving on to my favourite pair of New Balance football boots, and that is the black and white edition of the Fearon. These are without doubt my favourite New Balance boots I've ever been gifted or exist on the face of the earth, in my opinion. Absolutely love the design on these. I think these have a bit more texture and a bit more feel than other Fearon boots, but it might just be in my mind. Again, absolutely love the design of these. And moving on to the next pair of Fearon boots, we have down here the boots I went out to try in Lille in France, and these ones, the 2.0, these are the brand new 2.0s at the time, Fearon boots. I've much preferred these over the Visaro when I was testing them out in France. And speaking of the Visaro boots I tested out in France, these are them. They are quite nice to look at, but I do personally prefer the Fearon version. Also have these in a pair of studs. These boots are my only stud, like soft ground stud boots I own. They are over there. There's no point showing you 2 versions of them. Very important to own a pair of studs, especially for the winter time. Not so much now, but in the winter time when it's wet, I probably will be using my Visaros because of the studs. These ones obviously blade for the firmer ground. But yeah, again, very nice. Now moving on to a limited edition pair of New Balance boots are these. These are the Fearon Hydra Pack. And if these get wet, or when they get wet, this actually changes colour. Now I'm not sure if a pair of boots have ever done that before. Apparently a Nike pair of boots have done that before. But yeah, I sort of don't want to wear these once again. Like the chrome underneath is still like pristine. I've even got the sticker on them still. I sort of don't want to wear these because like they're quite cool. I think it's starting to go a little bit change colour there. I don't know if you can see it. But moving on to a very special pair of football boots made by New Balance. These are the brand new Vizzaros, exclusive to Aaron Ramsey, personally made by Aaron Ramsey and designed by Aaron Ramsey. Obviously he didn't actually make them, the factory did, but they're these ones. Only available in a size 8.5, which is Aaron's size. Also, only 100 of these made in the entire world. I'm lucky enough to have pair 73 out of 100. And I think these are just, like, they're designed on Aaron's tattoos, I think, from what I remember. And like very, very nice to look at. Unfortunately, again, these are only a collector's item because they're only made in an 8.5, so I can't wear these. But very, very nice. And also, an even more exclusive pair of football boots made by New Balance are these. These are the My UK football boots, entirely leather pair of football boots. Look how, like, this is just very nice. Like, the whole box is shaped. I've actually done an entire video based around these boots because that's how exclusive they are. But let me just open this box. I've still got them all wrapped up, like looking after these so delicately, so I don't want to ruin them. But let me get them out, and here they are. Very old school, like pure leather, 100% leather. So it comes with like some stuff to look after the leather. But they don't look amazing. But the touch in a leather pair of football boots is just outrageous. Again, not sure how many of these are made in the world, but a very small number, and I'm very lucky to own a pair of these football boots. Yeah, smells like pure leather. Now moving on to one of only 2 pairs of Nike football boots. These are the Hypervenoms in a very bright orange and luminescent lime, I'm gonna call it. Wore these once in a hashtag match. I believe it was one of the Academy episodes, which is out there. I do like the look of these, like I love the look of these. However, for me, Nike football boots just don't fit my feet properly, so I struggle to wear them. But it's just it's literally just personal preference. I know loads of people who fit Nike better than Adidas and Nike better than New Balance. For me, Adidas Pure Chaos are the ones that are most comfortable for me. Love the look of these, just unfortunately, I don't wear them because they just don't really fit my foot properly. Now moving on to the third last pair of football boots that I own in 2017, and these are them. They're the Puma Evo Speed football boots I wore where I first met Christian Fuchs and did a shoot with him. But these are actually genuinely quite comfortable and they look pretty decent as well. And the other version of these ones are the Pure Speed, which I wore when I went to film with Hector Bellerin. So I got these with Bellerin for speed and these with Fuchs for power. Obviously Fuchs has an insane long shot on him and a serious left foot, and Hector Bellerin is absolutely rapid. These are so light. These are probably the lightest pair of boots I currently own. That's obviously benefits someone with speed. And moving on to the last pair of football boots, if I can find somewhere to put these. And that pair of boots are made by Umbro. These are not particularly the nicest pair of football boots, but they are pretty special to me because these were gifted to me when I joined #United. Obviously Umbro are the kit sponsor for #United. Maybe one day I'll wear these, but currently they are just a collector's item for me. Obviously it was a pretty special moment for me where I joined #United, and these were the gift Umbro gave me as part of joining #United. But that, guys, is my current 2017 football boot collection, all done and dusted. You don't even want to see the floor right now. They are absolutely everywhere. Going to take me ages to put back in the drawers. But again, thank you so much for putting me in this position where companies give me football boots. And as I said, if you do want to get your hands on a pair of football boots, head over to Lovell Soccer, use the discount code Theo10 and do that. And honestly, so grateful. But obviously let me know in the comments, what is your favourite pair of football boots that I currently own? For me, it's got to be the Champagne Edition Pure Chaos or the Copa Glories. I absolutely love them. Overall, my favourite pair of boots are the Pure Chaos because of the comfort. But yeah, buzzing to make part 2 of this video at the end of 2017, where hopefully the collection is just even more ridiculous, realistically, isn't it? But of course, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, Plenty more videos coming in the future, some big projects I'm working on as well, and I will see you in another video very soon. So until then guys, I'll see you later.